Welcome back to another video with American Man
and Donald.
We are back up at Arapahoe Bar in Golden, Colorado. We are much closer to Route 70 than we were in the previous videos. You can see they finally finished building that hospital over there. The last time we did a video, it was not completed yet. But yeah, we're up here. We're in a nice little area. We did a few test pans to see where we want to dig and start finding some gold around here. So I'll show you why we chose this area, and we're going to show you the sluice box that we got set up already over there, and show you why we set it up the way we did, and kind of go over the whole process so you and your kids can go out and have some fun. All right, let's take a look here. Ain't that right? Yeah. We're going to play in the mud, find some gold and emeralds. Who knows what else we'll find?
And rubies.
Rubies, of course, rubies. But there are a lot of garnets here, so it could be we can call them rubies if we want to. All right, so the reason that we chose this area, it's relatively close to the main bridge, multiple bridges that go over Clear Creek. This is Clear Creek, considered Arapahoe Bar in Clear Creek. So the reason why we're going here is because you can see it turns to the right. So you want to, it's not always, but it's safe to say you want to stay on the inside part. You can see how it bends around to the right.
American Dad is really small.
All right, so yeah, and also what we're going to do, gotta love being a parent, it's the best. So we got our some smaller classifiers here, some different meshes, 3 different kinds. I have one large classifier over there inside of several buckets. You need several buckets. We got an old school original Pioneer pickaxe, large shovels, and a lot of crevicing tools. Get your rubber boots on, of course. A few different gold pans. Some more buckets and stuff. We gotta have the snacks for the kids and whatnot. But the reason we're starting over here, aside from it being an inside bend, is looking at the size of the rocks. You can see over on the far side over there, those are very small. And they work their way, they're very, very small over here. Slightly larger. I mean, they actually are decent size in here. We might actually do over here in a little bit. You can see this is all smaller rocks, and then you get to these larger rocks all around this inside bend portion right here. See how large these are? So that's what you want. That's what you want. The larger the rocks, that way you know when it's flooding, it drops the large rocks first. And gold, as I've said in previous videos, is 5 times heavier than the dirt around it, and the other rocks that are around it. So you have to look where the larger, heavier rocks and things of that nature are being dropped, because that way you know that way you know there's like a low pressure system there, or it's the first indicator that would be an area where you'd want to look. Man, it's finally starting to get nice out here. We're in November right now in Denver, so coming out here on a nice November afternoon, this is gorgeous.
The water's really freezing.
Yeah, the water's freezing. Yeah, it's warmer than a lot of water, especially up in the mountains where we live, because I went over previously about how the Coors factory is right up the street here, so they do temperature regulation of their beers and all that stuff. So the water is a little warmer than it would be otherwise. So we're going to start. I see a lot of holes here. I took one test pan down there. I found about 2 colors. Right here, I didn't find any. And I might test up there, but I'm not seeing any rocks or any other indicators that there'd be gold there. So what we're probably going to do is dig in this little area where there's some large rocks, right where all our stuff is, of course, and then work our way down. You can see that there's a lot of people digging, obviously, large holes in this area. So that way you know, I mean, you can see them all around here. Another one down there. So that way you know that it's a good spot. Because if other people are digging here, that would be at least another indicator that would lead you to believe that there would be gold in this particular area. You can see it does bend pretty harshly, because that side over there looks like it would be good, given how it like cuts out the wall right there, but that's just high pressure systems. You want to look for the low pressure systems. That's where it drops the gold. Where all the turbulence is and all that stuff, you kind of want to tend to avoid. Not always, it's not universal. Nothing's universal when it comes to finding gold, but it's just little indicators like that. So you got a classifier. All right, ready to put some rocks in there, get all the dirt and good gold off the rocks.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. All right, so we'll take you down to you want to show them the sluice box we got set up? Yeah. I mean, you can see how many people have been digging here. Quite a bit.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. You're probably going to hear the roar from the road, because we are much closer to I-70 than we used to be. I mean, look at all these holes around here. So this is a great spot. Usually it's just considered flood gold, coming down from the different areas up in the Rockies. That way you could see the Tabletop Mountain and some other stuff that way. The Coors factory is about 3.5 miles that way right now. So here's a sluice box we got set up. So it's usually the first thing you want to do when you, she loves dabbing, just like most kids her age. Usually the first thing you want to do is you want to set up your sluice box so that it, we'll go ahead and make the sun so it's behind me there. Ooh, right. So that it's, you want to get your sluice box set up first. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to scope out your area. You don't have to find out exactly where you want to dig yet, but as long as you know, you're in an area where you're able to actually fit your sluice box and you know there's going to be gold in this, you know, particular area. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be directly where your sluice box is, but that's why we have the classifiers and other things of that nature and the 5-gallon buckets, so that we can transport it from the dig site and the classifying site to the sluicing site. So if you don't have a sluice box, go home. There's no reason to even look for gold, right, sweetheart?
Yeah.
You got to have a sluice box. That's the only way to get any type of gold out of any of this stuff, so very important. So we'll quickly go over how I set my sluice box up here. Try not to make this video too long here. So see that's the area we're going to be digging and panning along these large rocks. Look at these large rocks right here. That's why this person dug right here most likely, because these are very large. You can see boom, boom, boom. There's spots people digging all through here. You can see the water level is right about here. So here's our sluice box. This one I actually pulled off of our high banker that my son, American son, and I built. It is insanely awesome, but there's an issue because you can't use any type of motor anywhere around here. I mean, that's the main thing that I'm running into right now. We built this sick, awesome sluice high banker. It's gorgeous. I built it out of stainless steel, and it works like a freaking champ. It is awesome, but you can't. I have a gas-powered 1 horsepower trash pump, they call it, slurry/trash pump, so we can take the particulates of rock and all that type of stuff, and it is awesome, and it works so good testing it out at the house. But around here, around anywhere else you're looking to pan for gold in Colorado, you can't use gas-powered motors of any kind, so it kind of restricts our ability to use that. So I just kind of tore the sluice off. The sluice is put together here. So what you want to do right off is to make sure you got plenty of incline. Make sure that it's level. You don't want it to be leaning too far this way, otherwise all of your gold and particulates and dirt is going to congregate on one side rather than the other. So you want to make sure that it's level. You want to make sure you have a rock on top of it, and you approximately want 1 inch of incline per 1 foot of sluice. So this is about a 6-foot sluice, and that's probably about 7+ inches from the end to the tip. So that should be about right. But there are some easy ways to check and see if your sluice is actually going to perform as you need it to. Just take some rocks, drop them in. You see that all of them slowly work their way down. See, a couple of them got caught. And I probably threw about 30 of them in there, and I'm seeing about 3 or 4. 1 there. So there's different low pressure systems. That's why the sluice box is built this way. See, like down here, the water's running really fast down here. But then again, this is already built like this. I spec'd it for my high banker, so setting it up is slightly more difficult since it's twice as long. Yeah. Okay, wait for you to get all muddy.
I love mud.
You want a nice V shape on the, the head part of your sluice box. But right now, since I have double the sluice, I want to increase the water flow rate, so it's just, less of a chance of it just getting clogged up. Because the thing that takes the most time that I've realized, besides the initial setup, getting here, bringing your cart, we got our cart way over here somewhere with all our stuff, what we dragged everything down here with. Besides that, it's setting up your sluice box so that it works properly. Because no matter what you do over here with your digging, your prospecting, your test panning, you're digging the material, you're classifying. I mean, everything comes down to what you pull out of the sluice. What you pull out of the sluice is what you put in one of the buckets, and that's what you bring home to, pan out once you get home. Because, you don't need to pan here. Because while you're here, you need to get the material, get it ran, have some fun, throw some rocks, drink some water, have some snacks, enjoy some father-daughter time, father-son time, or whatever else you got to try to do to keep your kids active, keep them off YouTube, even though we're going to be on YouTube, but just a different kind. We're not watching it, we try to participate. Ooh, nice one. Yeah. Gorgeous. All right, so again, there's our little setup. It's running nice. It's running really nice. All right, we'll start digging right about here. I think, like I said, I pulled 2 small colors out of this little hole right here, so that's probably where we're going to end up starting. And again, like I was saying, there's large rocks in the area, and then somebody already dug a hole, so I just tested, you know, dug about another 3 or 4 inches to get down to make sure if there's any flood gold that it would be included. But then again, this is the inside bend, but again, there's no large rocks or boulders aside from the ones that people made a little bridge so they can facilitate their sluice box. All right, so we'll start digging, let you know what we find, and we'll show you the process of once we have the material in the bucket, how to classify it, how to run it, and then what to look for, you know, signs for that indicate whether your sluice box or your process, you know, needs improvement or if it's working properly. We'll catch you in a minute. All right, so now that we are, we got a couple buckets full of material here. We're working hard.
Oh, this is really a lot of work.
That's right. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun though, huh?
Yep.
Outside in the sun with your dad. All right, so what we're doing is, I got my PVC gloves on, full PVC, so they're insulated, super waterproof, not expensive. Just go ahead and grab yourself a pair of PVC gloves. And we'll show you, we're just gonna do a little bit of classifying. So here is the material from said hole. Much deeper down in there. You fill up your bucket full of water. Get a bucket or something to sit on. Here, come here, baby. And I'll have her take over the filming for a second here so I can show you. Okay, cool. So, get a shovel. See if you can finagle it around. All right. Well, I guess I should have my left-hand glove on, but I guess it really doesn't matter since I'm just showing you. So you get a comfortable spot. Again, with the high banker, you don't have to do any of this. Just bring it in here. Want to come take a look inside here, sweetheart? Come up a little bit. Here we go. It's okay. It's okay. Good. When you get all the dirt off the rocks, you throw it away. Because you're not going to find any big gold at Arapahoe Bar. There's no nuggets, no 500, 3-gram nuggets, so you're not going to find any of those around here. Flour gold, flake gold, and stuff like that. I need a bigger classifier. I have a big one behind you, but it's a little too big for this basket. See, and once you've cleaned off the rocks,
You can dump them
you can dump them.
in the grass or in the water.
Correct. You get shovelfuls at a time, shake it around. Perfect. All right, so now we get rid of all the dirt. Basically pay dirt. Not quite pay dirt yet. So once we fill that up, I'll take it, sweetheart. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna keep digging.
You're gonna keep digging? Of course. So once you have your material here classified so that you know you're not gonna have, big ass rocks causing issues in your sluice box or anything like that, you'll have material that you know approximately how. You don't know where to drop it. Here, I'll drop it in this bucket over here. Here, I'll take it. So look at that hard work. Nice. That'll go in this. Excellent work.
That was a lot of work. I did like infinity scoops.
It sounds like it. It's probably infinity.
Yep.
Look, we got some ducks. We got a baby duck, and we got
a humongous duck. Like a football.
So yeah, so once we get the material good to go here in this bucket, the one that's already been classified, we're going to bring this over to our sluice box and run it through the material. Of course you can have it. More work for you? Absolutely. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, I'm going to do this some more, make sure I get a full bucket here of material to run, and once we do, we'll bring you over to the sluice box and show you how it's done. All right, so we got a few more good signs of possibility of finding gold, because I'm seeing a lot of clay. in here. You want to find clay because that usually indicates gold, usually, at least you're in an area that is indicative of having gold at least. So I'm having to put my hand down in here and squeeze the material. As you can see, there's plenty of rocks in there. Like I said previously, you're not going to find big nuggets here. See the mesh on this, that's relatively large, probably even larger than I need, to be honest with you, but it helps classify the material faster. You know, those little baby green ones over here, you're not going to be moving much material with those. So just, what's that? What's that, darling?
Look what I found. It's a cool rock.
Look at that one. That is cool. It's like shiny and gold and all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Almost as pretty as your nails.
Yep. My nails are so pretty.
So you can be a princess and a tomboy at the same time. That's right.
Yeah.
So we're about to take you over to the sluice box. What I'm showing you right off the bat is, see, my bucket is now empty, and all of the material is right there. All the stuff that's larger than the holes in this strainer. So I'm going through it. Since I have, you can't just go like this. Since we're having some clay in here, you got to get your hand in there, make sure you get all the stuff, and then just dump it.
And by the way, you can come here whenever you want.
Yeah. It's free. It's a public area. A lot of places just make sure that you know the rules. Like, for example, at Arapahoe.
Wear boots.
Wear gloves. Yeah, well, those are, it's not really the rules, but that's stuff you definitely want to have with you for sure. But you need to be on the northern side of Clear Creek when you're in Arapahoe Bar. Go digging on the, you know, with this vegetation and stuff like that. But there's some small rules like that, but just as long as you know ahead of time, right?
Yep. And I hope you like and subscribe.
Of course we do. All right, we'll take you over to the sluice box right now, and we'll show you what we got in this. Ooh, because it's about this. Yeah, it's probably about 8 inches worth of material in there right now. So let's go over and see what we got.
What favorite color? What favorite color is yours?
Probably gold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I'm talking gold. Oh, rubies.
Love it, love it.
Can rubies be rainbow?
Rubies are usually red,
Yeah.
but most gems can be varying colors, but they're usually the same color. Like emerald's usually green, rubies are usually red, but there's some exceptions.
Yeah. And gold's usually yellow.
Gold's usually gold.
No, gold's usually yellow
It is
and
yellow.
gold.
That's true. All right, well, let's show them what we got in the sluice box over here. You ready? Let's do this.
And also, the gold never moves.
Yeah, it usually stays put because it's really heavy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water can't even, like...
Yeah, it doesn't move it much. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why we're looking for the big rocks. That's why we're looking for other stuff that's heavy. Because gold,
Yeah.
remember, how many is gold? 5 times heavier or 100 times heavier?
I think 100 times.
Wrong.
Or 5.
Correct. All right, we're going to the sluice box. Let's do this. All right, so we're ready to run another bucket of material here. About 3/4 full. Again, nice, fine, granular, like beach sand.
I also want to see that.
Anywhere. All right, so as you can see from what I was saying before about how the sand and stuff was going to dissipate. All right, so now you can see how little is there. You see how dark it is. It's all black sand and gold on that first area. You can see as when you go down, there's less and less material. The end is running really fast, so I'm not expecting to catch too much down there. It's just a little extra. I didn't want to take apart my, you know, I just bolted them together for my high banker. But you can see, especially right here, trying to block the sun, that's all black sand. It's always a good sign. Okay, so we're going to run this material, and then we're going to head home and pull out our pans. And show you the final result. Yeah. Alright, so now that we got our material, we have it classified, you can take a look and see how fine it is. It's like beach sand. All the way down. This is the type of material you want to run. And what you want to do is you want to run about, go ahead and turn this way a little bit. You get yourself nice and comfy. You don't want to be bending over the whole time unless you're young and spry, but still you don't really want to do it. We're about yay much. You can see it run down.
We're coffers.
We're coffers, yes we are. Are you ready? See, I'll start it right here and you'll watch all the material run down. You can see a bunch is aggregating at the front, but as you'll notice, as time progresses, it'll work its way down. You can see it moving. You can see it's like living. Yay much. There you go.
If you guys come here, you guys
She's gonna take over.
Okay. So you can come here every time. It's for free. You know that already. And it's for free. And you can come here whenever you want. It's free. And
Fine. What are we looking for?
Fun. And you can find gold, rubies, and all cool stuff. Yeah.
Right.
It's really cool.
It is.
You
and
guys need to like and subscribe because this is a really cool stuff.
Sure is.
So I hope you like and subscribe because if you don't you won't come here.
That's right.
If you don't know what it is.
True.
Because we're gonna show you what it is.
That's right, we are.
And if you guys don't like and subscribe, we won't show you.
So it looks like we gotta like and subscribe then, huh?
Yeah, they have to like it, and also subscribe.
That's right. So that's the gist. So after we run this material, probably get another bucket or two. Usually you want to run around 3 or 4 buckets of full classified material prior to exiting and going home. See, now you can see there's about the same amount on this first ripple as there was, and now you can see it's growing in the other ripple. This water is moving very fast, and so if it's holding on to that stuff, you know it's heavy. That's all there is to it. You can watch how fast the smoke cloud from the dirt, look how fast it dissipates. Watch this. You can see a lot of it stays here for a minute, and you can see it start to dissipate as it goes down. See, there's much less than there was even 10 seconds ago. So I don't know if it's hard to hear me with all these rapids going around here, but yeah. Yeah, see, it's not all about the finding gold. It's just about getting outside with your family, doing something productive. Maybe you'll get lucky, maybe you'll get lucky. But if not, you're still outside, having a blast in the sun, getting a good workout. Better than sitting at home eating Cheetos or Doritos watching the news, huh? I think so. All right, so we're gonna finish up running, classifying this, like I was saying, maybe 1 or 2 more buckets. And we're gonna head on home and we're gonna go ahead and show you, most likely at least, might be this video, might be another one, of us actually panning the pay dirt. And so we'll show you the final product as soon as we got it. And we'll say bye.
Bye. I hope you like and subscribe again.
That's right. She knows best. She knows best. We'll show you our final result when we're done, guys. Thanks for watching.